Equality is not an act, it's a habit. On with the show.
Coming from the City of Angels, from the basement of Studio True, we bring to you the William Vinegar Show. So here he is, William Vinegar.
Good, everybody. The William Vinegar Show, episode 21. Good Friday, off day. You know, there was a thing I had to do yesterday. I had to cancel it because of circumstances. I was supposed to get my badge yesterday, but I didn't. I guess I was being no, I'm not going to say that I was being that, but, you know, I couldn't waste my time, my off time, doing something for a place that takes me for granted. With that being said, hope everybody's having a good Friday. I am. As always, you can follow me on Instagram at The Mighty Sosa. You can also follow my YouTube channel at The William Vinegar Show. Right now I have 617 subscribers. And hopefully to get more, hit the like and subscribe to my YouTube channel and get your bell rung when I have my latest episodes when they drop. In this episode, I'm going to talk about fruit flies. I'm going to talk about stadiums. I'm going to give my comments on a so-called defensive mastermind and much more. But let me give my shout-outs. Shout-outs to T7, LAX, my co-workers, all of them, and T2, my ex-co-workers, all of them. I think about y'all, but I'm not coming back. And on that note, on to the next segment. Be right back, baby. Well, I'm back. Now we're going to talk about rent control. You know how, when you first get an apartment, there's a security deposit. And a lot of landlords have been given a high-ass security deposit. Now there's a California law that states it has to be a cap. So if there's let's say, a rent that's, $1,700, the security deposit cannot be no more than the $1,700. Basically that, first month's rent. And there's, like I said, there's a lot of landlords that might double that security deposit because you have less than stellar credit, your credit score. With me, I have no evictions. My credit score might not be the hottest, but I feel as long as I don't have any evictions, that shouldn't, discount me getting an apartment. But, we needed that cap. That security deposit cap. Now, let me give I should have did this in shout outs, but let me give a rest in power to Richard Roundtree, passed away at 81. The man, Shaft, who all remembers that movie in the 70s. I was a kid. But we seen the remake with Samuel Jackson, but it'll never compare to Richard Roundtree and the trail he blazed for black actors and actresses back then. Rest easy, King. We're going to miss you. And on that note, I'll be back with fruit flies. Be right back. Hey, Gavin Newsom, I thought you were a friend of Californians. Did you guys know that the state of California is dumping fruit flies over a neighborhood near you? More in particular, it's over the neighborhood in Leimert Park, Hyde Park, Inglewood area, Culver City, that area. They're dumping fruit flies because they found a couple of Mediterranean fruit flies, the ones that you see right there. They found a couple of fruit flies in someone's backyard. I don't know if it was like an apple tree or whatever, but they found them, and now they're dumping like a 500,000 fruit flies over the Mer Park area. So if you notice that, and there's flies dropping on you, you're just not imagining things. This is an actual conspiracy theory that's true. Look it up. You'll see. Or look up, and you might have one falling into your eye. Incidentally, my eye here, I busted a blood vessel. I haven't went to the doctor yet to see about it. At work they have been saying, "Oh, Will, what? One of your girls hit you in the eye," making jokes of it. But, I really need to see if it's something serious. I looked it up on Google, and, there's two types. There's a common one where you just, a blood vessel might, burst in your eye, but it's common and it'll heal itself. But there's another one that's kind of, if it starts in your pupil, then you might have a serious problem. But if I go to the doctor and you see me with one eye patch over my eye, I'm not a pirate, okay? Arg. And on that note, my comments on a so-called defensive mastermind. And boy, I'm going to give it to him. Be right back. Comments on a defensive mastermind. If you're a Charger fan, you know Coach Brandon Staley, who was a defensive coordinator before he became head coach of the Chargers. He was a defensive coordinator of the Los Angeles Rams for 1 year. And, the Chargers owner, Spanos, and GM Telesco decided to hire this guy, knowing that he only had 1 year of defensive coordinator experience with the Rams, and knowing that they have Aaron Darnold, Jalen Ramsey at the time. They had a pretty good defensive squad, so he didn't have to do too much. Fast forward, he gets the job with the Chargers. I was pretty excited to get him, only because, during the season, this first season, he was doing things that a normal Charger coach wouldn't do. He was taking risks, being successful with them, going for it on fourth down, things like that. But then you started to notice those things as far as game time management, silly mistakes. And, you chalk those things up to being a rookie coach, rookie player. They're going to make mistakes. But the second year comes along. He's making those same mistakes. He held the team together when Herbert got injured, and, we lost our two receivers. He got the team to the playoffs. But then they had that dramatic collapse against the Jacksonville Jaguars, as you all know. And then it just seems this season everything is falling apart. We're 2-4. 2-4. Our defense is the worst in the league, and he is a defensive guru, a defensive mastermind. The man does not know what he's doing anymore. To me, if you've seen that press conference and then you talk to the players after that game versus the Chiefs, and if you've seen that game against the Chiefs, how he just played zone and not man defense, it was just horrible. He himself said that you got to play man on the Chiefs and don't give them any zones. You got to play man, press man. He didn't do that, not until the second half. If he loses to the Bears Sunday night, if I was the owner of the team, that would be the last game he coaches as a Charger. I guess that ends my comments on a defensive mastermind who has overstayed his welcome in the City of Angels. And on that note, this ends episode 21. I'm going to be going on a hiatus, which means is that I'm going to take some time off and I'm going to get new things for the show. I'm going to have interviews. I'm going to have guests. I'm going to almost have a new background. I think I'm going to keep that, but it's going to be better quality. So the next episode might not be in another 3 weeks until you get the next episode. Just letting you guys know. And on that note, with my signature quote, God bless, be true, and stay gold, baby. 1.